Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Okay, in this video we are going to start with subquery. From our initial stage we are starting and we are writing some queries just like select asterisk from employee. We are writing this to retrieve the data. But if you write one query inside another query, then it is called subquery. For now, just remember this thing. Just go through this definition once. A query written inside another query is known as subquery. I will show you how it looks like. See, we are writing one query inside another query. That means one query is outside here. This is nothing but outer query. And inside this outer query, we written another query. It is called inner query. In this structure, in this diagram, it is explained. This is my inner query, this part, and this is my outer query. This outer query is nothing but this part. So, how it is executed? Let's explain this thing first. For now, just think this inner query is just one simple query. It executes and generates some output. Okay, this inner query execute first, generate some output, and this output, now this inner query is replaced with this inner query's output. Now you can, by seeing this, we can clarify that this output of inner query we have to pass as input to outer query. This thing is written here, inner query output as input to our outer query. Yes, then outer query take this input and based on this input is execute. Then we know, just like the same procedure, this outer query generate one output, and this output is nothing but the final output, or you can say this is the result of this whole query. Okay, let's move towards next slide. Yeah, here the exact same thing is written. First point, the inner query execute first and generate an output. Yeah, exactly. This is my outer query. Inside this outer query, I'm write my inner query. Once my inner query execute, it generates some output, and this output is nothing but input to this outer query. This point is complete. Then output of inner query is passed as input to outer query. Yes, it is output of inner query, but it acts as input to outer query. Simple. When we are going to see some example now, in this part I'm going to tell you how this output of inner query act as input to outer query. Okay, after that the outer query execute and generate final result. Yes, with this input it is going to execute and generate one output. This is the final result. By this we can say outer query is dependent on inner query. It means if inner query doesn't give any result, in that case our outer query is not going to execute. The dependency of outer query is on inner query. When the inner query execute and keep the output, then only outer query proceed towards its execution. Otherwise we can't do anything. Now why we have to use this subquery? We know the query written inside another query is known as subquery, but initially with simple query also we got result now. Then why the subquery? There is two type of case. First case, whenever we have unknowns, in that case we are using subquery. Just go through this example. Write a query to display names of employees who earn more than Miller. This is nothing but my employee table. In this employee table, this is Miller. This is Miller's data. Miller is earning 15k I have to find those who are earning more than Miller, more than 15,000. That means Scott is earning, then Smith is earning. Right now, I want this two as my output. But see one thing, by seeing this question, how can I tell Miller is earning 15k? Assume I don't have this table. Then I have to identify how much Miller are. Right? First of all, I have to find Miller's salary. Select cell from employee where e-name is like Miller. By this, I can get salary is 15k. Now, in this question, just replace this Miller with 15k. Now try to read this question. Write a query to display names of employee who are more than 15k. We can say more than Miller or it is more than 15k. These both are quite same. These both are same. Select employee name from employee table where salary greater than 15k. Instead of 15k, we can write this query now. And this is nothing but inner query. Whenever we have unknowns, here unknown is Miller's salary. Here Miller's salary is unknown part. In this type of case, we are using subquery. We have the data, but we don't have clarity about that particular data. By seeing this table, we can tell Miller earning 15k. But how? If a random person came, if I provide them this is my table and this all are my column name, how can he or she identify Miller have this much amount of salary? So in that particular case, when some unknown came, we are using this concept of subquery. And when this subquery part generate output, you can see here, then when we execute this is nothing but our inner query. This is our inner query. Then when outer query execute, our output of inner query is 15k. We are passing this outer query output as input to our outer query. This means when outer query execute, we provide some condition like salary is greater than 15k. For this outer query, this is nothing but my condition means this is my input. Now this is my case 2. Okay, we already see in case of unknowns we are using subquery, but here it is written whenever the data to be selected and the condition to be executed are present in different tables, then we use the concept of subquery. Just think, I have this employee table along with this department table. I have to find some data, but it is interlinked. In that particular case, we are using subquery. If we use this subquery, then we are going to execute and we are getting the output. So the question is, write a query to display department name of Ellen. In my employee table, see Ellen employee ID 102, Ellen's department number is 20. Here nothing is written about my department name. But if you see in department column, department table, for this department number 20, the department name is mechanical. So we know there are two concepts in SQL. When there is multiple table, either we go through the subquery part or the join part. As we are unknown to this join, we are going through this subquery. So how can we find using subquery? Simple thing. We are finding the department name of Ellen. By this sequence C, when we have to establish some relation, we are finding in our primary key and foreign key concept. I explain this thing with in between both the table. We are finding which column is common one. You can see department number is present here, department number also present here. These two are nothing but the common column. By this we can operate. That mean first of all, let's select the department number. Okay, because if we select department number of LN, then based on that we can find department name. Select department number from our employee, our name is LN. That means it is going to give us result as 20. Output, this is the output of inner query. Now we are finding department name of LN. Simple, select department name from employee. Sorry, it is not employee, this is from department name. Select department name from department where department number is equal to 20. Where department number it is equal to 20. This is written wrongly. That means once this query execute, inner query execute, generate this output 20. We are selecting department num from this department table, and department num, the condition is department number is equal to 20. While clause going to check the data each row by row. It's fine, this one, this department number is matching. Okay, this is matching, it put it on select node. Then when a select clause about to execute, it display the particular column or whatever is required. We only need department name, so it show the department name. It is nothing but mechanical. By this we are able to using subquery in case of one single table, also in case of multiple table. Out and out the concept is when we have some unknown. If unknown is there, then we are able to use it. If the things are, you can see we are writing this query in two parts. This is my inner query, this is my outer query. This is the core concept of this video. Okay, if you are not getting so much, just once revisit the video. Okay, otherwise you can take the screenshot of this slide and all whatever is written now, go through once that. Then if you have any doubt, you can connect with me through our comment section. And these are some practice question. Just go through this 4 practice question. Write a query to display location of Martin. Basically for this type of question, you go through that employee and department table, both table I already saw in case 2. And this is all about this video. Thanks for watching this video. Yeah, shortly we are going to finish this series. Once our joins part is done, then this series is about to done. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel.